Well, you know, it's hard to believe it's been 4 years since the Boston Marathon bombing shocked and sickened us and completely changed the lives of the victims. Well, now, one of them, Rebecca Gregory, who lost one of her legs in that attack, well, she's telling her story in an inspiring and emotional new book. This is it, Taking My Life Back, my story of faith, determination, and surviving the Boston Marathon bombing. And Rebecca Gregory joins us now. She is in Houston, Texas. Rebecca, good to see you. First of all, congratulations on the book, and thank you so much for having the courage and desire to bring your story to us, such a personal one. First of all, why did you want to write the book?
There's so many reasons why I wanted to write the book. I feel like ever since I was little, I've always written things down, and I've had so many different obstacles and journeys throughout my life that I feel have kind of prepared me or led me up to the marathon bombing. And, you know, everyone has life blow up in their face multiple times, and I wanted to show people my real whole story instead of just what they know of me from a survivor aspect.
Bring us back, if you can, for a moment to that day. I mean, we will always remember it. You were watching your boyfriend at the time. You have your son, Noah. Tell me about that. You're watching him, and what happened?
We were actually watching his mom run. She had qualified, and so we had a group of about 9 of us with us, and we started the day at the 17-mile marker, and someone in our group said, hey, let's make our way closer to the finish line. And so we did, and in the meantime, Noah started getting really bored, my 5-year-old son, and when we made it right there in the middle of the action at the finish line, I told him, I said, hey, buddy, why don't you sit down on my feet until we're done? And that's exactly where Noah was, with his back against my shins, when the first bomb went off behind us 3 feet.
So basically, he saved his life, potentially, with him on your feet.
Yes, that's what they said saved his life, because I was a shield, essentially, between him and the bomb.
And then what happened when you went to the hospital? The type of injuries, and how long did it take to try and finally recover?
It was a process of limb salvage. My right leg was damaged and my left hand was damaged, and various other minor injuries, but my left leg was the most severe. And after about 18 months of continuous surgeries and procedures and being on bed rest or in a wheelchair, I made the decision to amputate in November of 2014.
And that must have been some decision. I mean, how have you gotten used to it?
It was, but I always said that my leg wasn't my life, and I felt so grateful to just be alive and to have my son. And so, you know, I decided that that was not going to hold me back and wasn't going to define me. It was what I chose to do afterwards. And so I'm still very thankful, and I consider myself very blessed, and I have a daily reminder of how short life really is.
That's just absolutely wonderful. While you were at the hospital, I mean, it's astounding. What was it? Was it Joe Carson, RF? I mean, he was down the hall from you in the hospital?
He was, yes. He was taken to the same hospital on the same floor as I was, and my mom actually said that was the first time she had ever became truly angry, because every time they were wheeling me down to surgery, my mom had to pass by the doors where the guards were standing.
Do you have bitterness and anger toward them? What are your thoughts?
No,
especially when it comes to this?
Yeah, I try not to hold resentment and anger in my heart, because it doesn't help me in moving forward. It's very hard to look back on what they did and not hold something towards them. And, you know, for me, it's a process of forgiveness, and I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I really hope that I am someday, and it's something that I pray every night for. But as far as moving on with my life, you know, I'm not going to be angry. I'm just going to feel blessed that I'm still here to be able to tell my story and inspire other people.
You've been through such adversity. What keeps you going? I mean, is it deep faith? Is it optimism? Is it hope? What would you tell other people who are facing adversity now of any sort?
I think my faith is number one, what keeps me going. I'm also blessed to have an incredible support system, but at the end of the day, I was 3 feet from the bomb that went off, and I'm still here. And so what that means for me is that God's got a bigger plan for not only my life, but my son's life. And it was so important for me to express that in this book and just show people that, yes, while you're going through something now, it's just a chapter, and it could be leading you to the best chapter of all, and I'm in a great one in my life right now.
Rebecca Gregory, thank you so much for sharing this with us today. God bless you. And
Thank you.
the best to know end for your book. It is called Taking My Life Back, an inspiring story, of course, an inspiration for all of us, no matter what we're going through. There's the book. Rebecca Gregory here on the Fox News Channel today. Thank you so much.